Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today is part 2 of my 5-part series on body image. So people have asked, why do you want to do a series about body image? Well, I think it's very important. I think it's something that's very prevalent nowadays. My friends, myself, family members, all that kind of stuff are very focused on how they look, how others perceive them, what they're wearing, all those kind of things. So I thought, geez, you know, with such an important topic like this, I feel like it's definitely something that I want to broach with you guys, give you a little bit of information, maybe hear some feedback from you guys in the comments section, and just I think we need to talk about it. I think it's important, and hopefully through this series you're going to learn some tips and tricks and how to deal with it better. I hope that you are going to learn some stuff from the other people that will be appearing in this series as well. Just to give you some statistics, guys, 97% of women have that "I hate my body" moment. That's a lot of women, 97%. Another group that suffers from body image that often people don't think about are men. 20 to 40% of men have poor body image. Even celebrities like Sam Smith, Robert Pattinson, these are people who we all know, but themselves have admitted that they don't like the way they look. So it's not just you guys, it's people who are celebrities as well who are not happy with their body. And men are often thinking that they're either too fat or they're too thin. So it's difficult for them to kind of find that happy medium. 90% of boys in middle school and high school work out occasionally just so they can get that specific look of bulking up. A recent study conducted at UCLA showed that people feel generally worse about their bodies nowadays than they did in the 1970s. So instead of feeling better about ourselves over the last 40 years, we actually feel worse about ourselves. So we have to do some things to kind of change that. It's not a great direction that we're heading, because if it's getting worse, what's it going to be like in another 30 or 40 years? So another big area that men suffer a poor body image about is hair thinning. So a lot of men who have thinning hair or no hair, they feel like they're less attractive, they feel like they're more agreeable, and that they're less assertive. So that's often something that we don't really think about as well either, the fact that we are losing our hair and how we feel about that. So research has found that hair loss is linked to an increased feeling of inadequacy in men, of stress, of depression, and of low self-esteem. So since 1997, male cosmetic procedures have increased by 325%. So some things that men are concerned about are liposuction, eyelid surgery, male breast reduction, nose surgery, and facelifts. Negative talk has become part of the woman's bond. Friends getting together, tearing themselves down, picking apart all of the things that they hate about their body. And this now has become so acceptable that it's even hard for us to avoid it. So what are some of the causes of poor body image? Well, I feel from a very young age that if we had or grew up with dieting parents, especially our moms, right? Our moms were always looking at themselves in the mirror. They were always talking about how heavy they were or how thin they were. They were always on some kind of new diet. They were either not exercising or over-exercising or being critical about themselves or of other people in their life. And at a young age, we're very impressionable. And our parents are our first role models, essentially. So if we see our mom or even our dad going on about things that are very negative about their body, things that they wish they could change, things that they don't like, that's the kind of stuff that we learn ourselves. And then we look at our own bodies and we feel like, wow, like if they have problems with their bodies, then I must have problems with mine. So at a very young age, we're already learning this behavior. It's being instilled in us by our parents. Another thing that could have happened to you when you were younger, especially if you were active in sports, is having coaches or other teammates who are kind of chirping at you about you're too heavy, you're too thin, you need to put on more muscle, you need to run a little bit quicker, you shouldn't eat those types of foods, all those kind of things. So we also get that kind of influence coming in on us as well. So, I mean, we're being chirped at, we think that that's kind of the norm, like, okay, maybe I am 5 pounds heavier, so maybe I should lose this pound so I can balance on the bar a little bit better, or I can hit a baseball, or I can run to first base a little faster. So those kind of things too, again, because we're young people, those things kind of impression on us, and then we carry that through right into our adulthood. So right at a very young age, that foundation of poor body image is being built, and we have to work together as a society to make those changes at the young age so that these people are not growing up and feeling poor image about themselves, not feeling good, looking at themselves in the mirror, tearing themselves down, tearing down other people so that they can feel better about their own insecurities of body image. So hopefully moving forward, parents, friends, coaches, all these people are thinking about that. Even teachers are thinking about that when they're dealing with young people, so that we are not instilling these poor body images at a very young age. So another place that poor body image comes from is, now in this day and age, we have so much technology out there. We're always on our phones, and we're always thriving to look like social media personalities. They have become our new role models. So being careful about that kind of stuff, right? As you're scrolling through Instagram or you're looking on Facebook, just kind of be careful that we can't always look like those people. And remember too that even though those people ideally look like what we think they're supposed to look like, they may not be happy either, right? So keep that in mind as well too. But that's another area, especially nowadays, where people are, and young people especially, are now looking through that, and they're scrolling through and they're like, I want to look like this, I want to have this type of body, I want to have larger breasts, I want to have a bigger butt, in guys, they want to have a bigger chest, they want bigger shoulders, they want to look more masculine. There's those kind of things that are affecting us as well. So what are some of the effects that we're seeing because of this? Well, in addition to developing poor eating habits, developing eating disorders, we're seeing an increase in depression, anxiety, people having difficulty in relationships, development of substance abuse problems, and consequently, various health problems. So guys, I don't always want to just talk about the negatives of all this stuff. I do feel like there is some changes that are coming. I know some of the branding, especially with companies, are changing. If you use like Dove brand, if you talk about American Eagle, these companies are tending to use real people now, real body types, people that exist in the real world. They're using untouched photos. These are the types of people that they're using in the promotional material, so that when we're shopping for these products, or we're shopping in these stores, we're feeling that we are shopping with real people. So if you're a size 16 or you're a size 24 and you have freckles on your face and you have a skinnier upper body and a heavier lower body, if you're very thin, like for a guy, if you're really thin, or you've got really big thick legs, those kind of things, we're seeing these brands that are changing their marketing so that they're dealing with more real life people. So those kind of things, they're small steps, but there is changes coming. So guys, whatever you do, don't be discouraged. You really have to learn to love the body that you have and to love the skin you're in. So by watching this series, I hope that you guys are taking some things away from this, things that you can use in your day-to-day life, things that you can do to help other people who are going through this kind of issue. You may not even be doing it yourself. You may be feeling fine with who you are, but maybe you have a friend who's suffering from poor body image. So hopefully some of this stuff you'll be able to use through this 5-part series in order to help the world heal a little bit. Teach your friends, learn some stuff about yourself, learn ways to feel better about the person that you are, because you know what? You're a great person. A lot of people love you. You just need to love yourself. So that's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you already haven't. Also click the thumbs up button, and also please leave a comment down below. I love to read comments. Put a comment down, either something about that you do to make yourself feel a little bit better, maybe some advice that I can use in a future video for people. I hope you're enjoying this series, so just even a comment about, hey, I'm enjoying watching this is great as well too. Also, remember to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Sean's Magical Odyssey, and we'll see you next time.